An intriguing question. Would you consider a pregnant woman to be disabled?
A UD law professor is making a case that the answer, while at work, is yes, and it's an issue that's getting folks talking.
So we wanted to know what this would mean for pregnant workers. Holly Samuels, our resident expert, set out to find the answer for us. Holly?
I can relate to this story, Mark. Now, this designation would require things of employers and would provide some job security for pregnant workers. It would mean things like maybe some light duty, being able to sit down at a desk for a while, having some water breaks, and more frequent bathroom breaks as well.
The late stages of pregnancy can bring shortness of breath and fatigue. Pregnant women are advised not to lift heavy objects and to drink plenty of water, but many jobs don't allow it.
The goal there, of course, is to get pregnant women accommodations so they can continue working as long as they can, hopefully up till the moment of birth.
Jeanette Cox, a law professor at the University of Dayton, says expanding the Americans with Disabilities Act to pregnant women would accomplish that goal. Her research uncovered cases where pregnant women lost their jobs. One retail worker who was not allowed to drink water while on duty, and a police officer who was not given the option of light duty when she couldn't perform her usual duties.
The ADA Amendments Act that was passed in 2008 really expanded the notion of what disability is to include short-term things that are relatively minor, lifting restrictions that are really comparable to what a lot of pregnant women experience.
I can't even imagine like something more honorable than bringing a kid into the world and then to be, you know, like whoever is taking her job from her should probably remember that his mom was pregnant, you know. How was she treated? I think that's awful.
Sarah just gave birth in November. She says she knows from experience that steps need to be taken.
I'm a student at Wright State, and I was actually, in so many words, just cornered into dropping a class because the absences that delivery would cause were going to be counted as strikes against me. I remember walking roughly a mile from one of the parking lots to go to class like every day. There was I didn't want to take a handicap spot from somebody.
Well, the concern here might be, where do you draw the line? I asked Professor Cox that question. She says that concern should go to the federal government because, as she mentioned, it was the federal government that expanded the definition of a disability back in 2008, and Cox will be presenting her findings at a national law conference on Thursday. Reporting live, I'm Holly Samuels, 2 News on your side.